Greetings once again, people, and welcome to yet another episode of Seeking Shamblers. What are we doing today? Well, we're actually going to be progressing along a little bit with Quake. See, for the longest time, basically we've been covering different Quake levels. When I started out, I was starting with a bunch of the Armagon and, what was I saying? Not Armagon. Aftershock, Q2, Dark Hour, a bunch of them that existed in like November and 96, but they were modifications that had their own levels, I guess you could say. They didn't take any levels really from the internet, except for Aftershock, and those levels were earlier in the cycle. They were like up to like October 1st or so. Nothing too late. Maybe like September 1st actually. But needless to say, nothing too late in the cycle. And the same could be said basically for the Aftershock toolbots. Nothing really too late there. And then we started going back and we started looking at all the earlier stuff and basically fleshing out this whole period. I haven't found everything. There's still some levels in the Aftershock series that I'm trying to convert over, but I can't find them at the current time. So instead of sweating over it, instead of trying to rip out my hair and question where all these files are, I figured the best thing to do is just keep moving forward, and hopefully we'll eventually cycle back and run into these files as we continue along in our giant exploration series. So after so long of basically checking things up and basically limiting ourselves with the timestamp of 10/25/1996, October 25th of 1996, I have decided finally to start moving forward. And so with this episode, what I am doing is now moving to November of 1996. November and December, really. I'm going to not really limit myself just to November because there seems to be very little I can find in exactly November. But I am finding some compilations and different things that happened in December. So I'm going to rely upon these 2 months to try and get whatever I can. And then really we'll be moving to 1997. And honestly, I don't have as many resources as I did for the earlier months. The earlier months I had a lot of different CDs coming out. There was a bunch of different compilations. I've just added like 4 or 5 more to the Wikaya on top of the other ones that I've been digging through. There was Quake M2, which was a freaking massive one that had like 200 plus levels. Yeah, it's been very exhaustive. Now, I'm not fully done with all that and digging through all the different shovelware compilations. There's still one more I have to actually dig through, but I don't think there's really anything in there. I already loaded it up and have the ISO on my computer, and it doesn't seem like there's going to be anything of real interest. So rather than try and dig through a bunch of map files which are going to be the same at a time period where I can record, I decided why not move a little bit forward and say we're pretty much near that point anyway. So that's why I'm tackling this level, which is from November 1st of 1996, and therefore makes this one of the most recent files we've checked out. That's part of the stuff you can find on the internet. Now, as I said before, I started off with Q2, Dark Hour, and all these things. All these commercial add-ons really were made in the period of November of 1996. So we're basically hitting the point whereby the commercial add-ons that were releasing their own unique content were starting to appear. As well as now we're seeing these custom levels continuing to be made. So I guess we'll be seeing how exactly they kind of compare, though it's also not really a surprise that they kind of were very inferior, the custom levels found on these add-ons compared to what you could find online. And that's what we've kind of already been seeing. Anyway, as said, this is a relatively basic deathmatch level. It's not going to be anything too fancy. And really, this is just happens to be a level I bumped across and had a very early timestamp within it. So I decided to check it out. It's Manson1 by KillMe. I have no idea if there's a Manson2, and this is the first level ever made by this guy called KillMe. So, yeah, rather new, rather unique. Anyway, this is made on November 1st of 1996. And it's by KillMe. Well, I already kind of said that. But let's see here. This level has 4 rooms, 4 halls, a large central area with multiple platforms. There's teleporters galore, there's crushers, and more. It's a blast for a deathmatch. Just don't spawn any Reaper bots. And watch your step. I guess it's pretty brutal with Reaper bots. Other works? Wait for them. He apparently hasn't made any because this is the first release level of any kind for any game that KillMe has done. Also, the kind folks he credits at Battlezone for playtesting this map and bleeding for me. The Master id Software for leading me to my new obsession, and Ben Morris for his wonderful Worldcraft, which is what he used to make this level. Worldcraft. So yeah, we're starting to see, as we're heading into November, that Worldcraft is getting a lot more prevalent than it was in the earlier months. Before you would see Quest, you'd see a lot of different editors. Now Worldcraft is starting to take center fold. And that's kind of why I separated things like I did, because this is where now we're starting to see things start to get more standardized, if you will. So, this is... he's a perfectionist through and through and will not release anything until he's truly satisfied with his final product. When he says something is fun, believe it. The only known problem with this level happens to be the crushers. Every once in a while, you'll be jibbed so bad that your head will temporarily pop out of the level. Yep, that's kind of a normal issue with crushers and whatnot. There is a way to fix this, but he believes that it involves having another floor above the crusher. But that just wouldn't work with this level. It would, but it would be a massive waste of brushes. So get to hopping, and may the best man win. Oh yes, the level will exit to DM4. Fair enough. So anyway, you can use single player to get a feel, but really it's a deathmatch level. It has up to 12 spots in it. And uses soundtrack number 5. Yeah, this one's definitely a fancy documentation. It actually tells you a soundtrack it's used. I don't think I've ever seen that ever said in any documentation before. So, yeah, we're seeing more fancy documentation. So, it took him about 1 week to make it at about 6 hours a day. He also has an authoring signature, which he just wrote the word present. It has 1,064 brushes in it. Yeah, very fancy documentation as said. Anyway, it must all be included with it intact, all that. Producers of CD-ROM ripoffs must inquire to me if they wish to include this file and the associated BSP on any overpriced, no original thoughts for themselves compilation. You know, like Eternal Darkness and all the ones that have been ripping off people lately. And that we've kind of been going through. Anyway, no salvation! Haha! Let's check out this file. Let's see what exactly our latest thing is. How fancy is the level design at this point? As I said, this is a new level, so... Map Manson1. Let's see what we got. And I'm going to shut off the music. Just because I like having the music off, obviously. Now let's see here. We got ourselves a very runic-y looking level. Definitely trying to keep a consistent level theme more than others I've seen. My super nail gun. Now look at that. Crushes everywhere. Just waiting to try and crush you on the edge of something. There's also pools of lava everywhere. Who knows if there's something in them. Let's see here. Here's a double-barreled shotgun. That's always convenient. Oh look, an elevator leading somewhere. Teleporters galore as well. And these look like teleporter spots where you'd come out from the teleporters. So I don't want to get too disoriented. Let's try and move around. It looks like it's going to be a 4-corner style map whereby you have like 4 sides. And that one crusher on that one side. Make it kind of inconvenient to go that way. But let's see here. Here's the nail gun. And there's a large central area over there. Let's keep going this way. Try and make like the 4 corners idea and see what exactly it looks like. So you see, here's the teleporter. Here's another way to that central area. And now we're heading towards the spike wall area. Which, as you see, just has another teleporter and, well, another elevator. Very simple, very, very basic. As said, it's a lot about the symmetrical design. So here's the central area. You have a grenade launcher down here, which allows you to kill some stuff. And definitely some little interesting things down there that I'd like to get to. How does one get down there without killing myself? I mean, there's all these teleporters. Where do these lead? These lead to convenient places? Okay, this one led right next to the spike wall, whichever one this was. I think this was the one that was over here. So yeah, the one on the opposite side of the map, I want to say, led here. Okay. So I'm guessing it's kind of symmetrical, and like, the side you go to, like if I go here, I'm going to go to the side opposite, I'm assuming. The spike wall? I'm not really sure. Yep, that's where the teleporter is, and that's where the spike wall was. We can see that window where it travels through over there. Simple enough to realize. Wait, no, this is where the spike wall is. Okay, now I'm a bit confused. Let's just go with it. Because that's really the best thing to do. This teleporter led there. Over to that wall right in front of me. Where's this teleporter lead? Right in front of the spike wall. Okay, so this one is right in front of the spike wall. This was the one that was right before that turn. Okay. So I'll be right over here, I think. I'm trying to keep an organization idea what I'm doing. No, this one is this one. Is it this one? Or is it this one? Now I'm getting lost. I think this one leads right in front of the spike wall. Yep, okay. I'm understanding this level. I'm trying to keep consistent to geometry and where I've been and where I haven't. Let's see here. So we got ourselves a spike wall here. Here's the first teleporter where we went right in front of the spike wall. This one leads kind of to the opposite side. Kind of. This one, where's this one lead actually? This one leads to the opposite side of the spike wall, it looks like. Yep, far side from it. But as you see, they all lead to the same kind of area. They're all just kind of leading around in this squarish area. Nothing too fancy here. Really, the only area we really care about to navigate around is going to be in the central area, it looks like. Yeah, let's see here. I don't want to die. Let's jump to this platform. Because obviously here's the green armor. Now I can jump over there. That will give me the quad damage. There's also a nail gun platform down here. Well, let's get to this nail gun platform because we do need to gather this. I can't really jump to that quad damage. Wait, is this a pool of lava? Oh, an elevator. Where's this lead? Is this lead back? I could use a way back. Okay, here's the one right by the spike wall. Okay, that's that elevator. There's another elevator on the other side or so, I think. Okay, let's see here. Where's this elevator lead? I see, you need to like go... Oh, never mind. Where's this one lead? This seems to lead to like the bottom of this area. I see, with another teleporter. Interesting. Where's this teleporter lead? Good question. Okay, I have no idea where in God's name I am. That's always a fun idea. Let's see here. Red armor and lots of power-ups. This definitely is the smorgasbord, but I don't like that trap button. Because it does that. You don't want to press that crusher button. Let's see here. Here's the super nail gun and some more guns. No no rocket launcher yet. That's the one gun we have yet to see in this map. Look, a very inconspicuous pentagram. Anything in the lava that we care about? No. Into this we go. And this leads up here. Which is, nothing. Get up. Thank you very much. I didn't want to die today. Let's grab that armor down there. And this just leads me back to where I was before. Well, I'm not wasting my pentagram again, trapped down there. Let's see here. We still have a quad damage. But I'm not sure, is there a rocket launcher in this level? There's no secrets or anything, so there's nothing I really have designated to look for. But I would assume there's a rocket launcher somewhere in this level. It's weird to have a level without a rocket launcher. Especially this far along. But here's the quad image, and oh god, I'm on fire. There we are. But yeah, that seems to be this level. Just a relatively simple runic little area. You have this little separate area whereby you had all the little goodies and all that. But still, I don't know where the rocket launcher is. I'm not sure if there is one in this level. But this is a level. This is basically the idea of it. Nothing too fancy, but it definitely does have more fancy traps than we're used to in general levels. Which definitely tells you that we're seeing a lot more level design as a general rule as we're moving towards November in that direction. Anyway, is there really anything like a rocket launcher? That's kind of what I'm curious about. Everything else I've kind of seen, but is there a rocket launcher in this level? I mean, it's very weird to have a level without a rocket launcher. I mean, DM1 exists, and that's a thing, but at the same time, people don't like DM1 because there's no rocket launcher. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious about this. Okay, I just saw a ring of shadows and a rocket launcher. Wait a minute, yeah, there's a trigger change level, but then again, the change level could just be anywhere. That could be like, something that's outside of the map. Yeah, see, that's just outside the map. It allows you to change the level to the next one. So that's not anything we really care about. That's not like located in the level somewhere. Huh, but the rockets aren't either. I just clicked on the rockets entity and it doesn't seem like they exist in the level. I see. So there was rockets and they look like they would want to be placed, but they weren't actually placed anywhere. Wait a minute, there's some rockets in the level too, but they're placed somewhere in the level. Let's see, let's actually try and fly towards where these rockets were located. By the trap area. Well, that doesn't help me. Yeah, no, the rocket launcher itself doesn't look like it was placed in the level. I'm definitely not seeing it anywhere in the level. That definitely tells you something, doesn't it? Actually, it does look like... Huh, there is. It's right next to the Ring of Shadows, obviously. Yeah, it's that super secret room next to the Ring of Shadows or something. And then there's another room down below. Is that where like the change level is or something? Yep. It's just a little box with the change level. But how does one get to that rocket launcher room? Because yeah, there's a very blatant rocket launcher looking room. It looks like you could spawn in there, so like in Deathmatch. That is obviously one way to get in there, is to be a Deathmatch spawn, but how's one get in there by the single player way? That's a good question, isn't it? You can use teleport destination. Teleport destinations are going to tell me where exactly you can teleport to, but not exactly telling me where exactly that is and where you could teleport from to get to this area. The teleporters on the top of the map look like they lead to it. That doesn't really make much sense. I mean, I guess you could grenade jump. Is that the idea? Was I supposed to grenade jump into it? Because that seems to be the only way we could really get in there, people. Let me look around one more second here. Just make sure there's nothing else, like no other teleportations that make sense. And just bring me out to that area. But I think we need to grenade jump in there. That is definitely different. Let's see if this actually is right. If I can grenade jump up to it. But yeah, it looks like the 4 teleporters on the top don't actually lead us to the same area. It's not like just made to do for show. It actually has a purpose. And that means that we need a grenade launcher up to it. Let's see if this works. Let's see here. We need to navigate around and find my way to the grenade launcher platform area. And now we just want to get to a grenade launcher like this. We're going to line this up right about there. Shoot it and jump. Okay, it doesn't look like I have the height. Even doing a grenade jump, it did not look like I had the height to clear this. But yeah, basically you no clip up in here and you get to this room. And this room is where you have all the stuff that we've been looking for. Like the Ring of Shadows and this. And 100 health, it seems, and a rocket launcher that seems to be missing. That's interesting. But yeah, that seems to be an area that you can only access by deathmatch spawns. Or if you happen to really be good at like timing your grenade jump shot in a way that apparently I'm not. I mean, what happens if I grab the quad damage? I'm not sure if you can pull this off in time. Like, imagine you could get this and that, line it up in such a way that you could get grenade launcher projectile going, jump, and you could get in here. Could we pull that off? I'm not even sure we could. We'd have to get the grenade launcher first, definitely. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what we need. Because to pull this type of craziness off is definitely not the easiest of tasks. We're going to need a quad damage. Be ready with the quad damage. I'm going to... Oh! I got trapped by my own trap. Funny thing. Let's see here. We need the pentagram protection. The pentagram protection is where again? That bottom area. We gotta get through to the teleporter. Gotta get the quad damage, which is at the bottom area. I see. So you gotta really time this just right. That will work. Let's see here. We gotta like really jump down quick and make it so that way we're not staying too long. Otherwise we can't really reach that area. Let's see here. I'm not sure this is even possible, people. Quite truthfully, I'm trying to pull off something that's kind of crazy. Move to the side. Get this. Excuse me. Swim it to... Get to the top. Quickly move up. Get this. Blind up the shot. Oh no. One more. Jump. And there we are. We're in the room. Ta-da! Look at that, people. The power of effort and determination. And there we are. Now we got the Ring of Shadows and 100 health. And managed to get in that secret room that they didn't want me getting in. Now the weird thing about that room is that there also seems to be a rocket launcher in there. But the rocket launcher doesn't actually appear. Maybe it's only flagged for Deathmatch. But it definitely didn't appear in the version that we just saw. So... needless to say, there is no rocket launcher. Yeah, it has a spawn flag of Deathmatch only, so that's why. Anyway, that is the level. Thank you all for watching. As usual, it has been an adventure, and we're starting to move forward and get closer to 97. And I, look forward to all that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been an adventure, and I shall see you all next time.